What's the motherfucking deal, my friends in the den? Let's make sure we get that top 5 written down. I got a bunch of sauce I need to donate. I need to make sure everybody had a sauce for Friday. Brandon, what's the motherfucking deal? Mr. 82 and 0, yes, 82 Johnson. That's the name. Man things, what's the deal? I still ain't got no background. I guess I should do something about that, huh? I guess that would help. I need to find something. Let me see. Oh, well, I guess I could just do that, huh? That works. Maybe I would have pushed that button. Days, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Let's see who the... Well, actually, hold on. I'm looking at this. I might be fucking looking at the wrong chat because y'all know how the tube likes to do it. Okay, cool. This on the right shit. Awesome. So we're going to see who the last one is. Then we're going to get tooted, booted, and... Well, we ain't going to shoot it because we don't do those kind of drugs. Dominic, what do you mean you're not sure what to do? What's shaking, man? What's going on? Holla at your boy. But first... Hope Willoughby, what's up? What's happening? I hope you enjoy this. Now, is that a new one? Is that a new one to the flavor? And to the sauce, I mean? Yes, I have. I've been to multiple Rockets games. Let's get that intro cracking, and we're going to talk about all that shit.
Smoke weed every day.
Come on in. Welcome to the Kush Den, my friends. If you're not familiar with the Kush Den is a 420 friendly situation, so you don't have to be 420 friendly to participate. Even if you don't partake, you're more than willing to join the conversation. You know, pour yourself something to drink good if you have a nice adult beverage laying around, and even if you don't, if you're under the age of consumption, pour you up a nice warm glass of milk. I'm just telling you, get your little milk, throw it in the microwave, warm it up. It's the best thing you can partake in. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Man, it just depends, because I've been in varying places different times. I've been to playoff games, and it's been a couple of years though since I've been, and so I'm sure the prices have changed since I last went. But if you check some of these apps and things, I know you can get some pretty good deals. I think that was actually at Texans games that I bought some off a scalper. I was really just gonna go parking lot pimp, and excuse me, I ended up doing something different. No, I think we had some little bit of confusion there, but somebody sent me a message. I apologize about that. Oh man, that's a good one. We'll definitely talk about that. We're gonna say that for next one. Okay, I apologize. I got some late messages from the sauce line and everything. So how's everybody doing this evening? Y'all know how it goes. Let me start getting this thing together here. But Dominic, holler at me, man. What you got going on over there? You talking about you're not sure what to do. Want to make sure everything's all good, man. If we can help it. And like I say, Hope. I don't know if it's a new one. I feel like I've seen the name before, but I don't know. It's maybe your first in or not. So welcome if it is. But today we're going to talk about. You know, we had some last minute suggestions. I was lacking on topics today. It was one of those days. So this was a requested topic. And do women hate when men watch porn? And so, you know how we start this thing off. Got to get the process underway. And once the process is good to go, that'll be the topic that we get into. If y'all have any other things you want to chat about before we get to the main topic, you know, we'll discuss that while I'm getting this stuff in order. But I definitely have some opinions on that, and I hope that we have some ladies who would they hate when you watch play. I think we're gonna definitely talk about that. I think women like to see that because they're like, well, I'm better than that bitch. Like they actually start a Black China challenge from what I heard. That's what I'm saying. All you got to do nowadays is if you want to make people do stupid things, is add the word challenge to the end of it, and people will do it. You know what I mean? That's basically going to a Spurs game for your birthday. Okay. Now a Spurs versus Rockets ticket, that might be a little bit more. Actually, I went to a Spurs game. I want to say we played Spurs. I want to say we went. Was it the Dallas? The time we played Dallas in the playoffs. And just various games here and there. I went to Oklahoma City game. But like I said, this was a couple of years back, man. Things change. So don't let me lie to you. Don't let me give you false information. But yeah, they do not. They'll definitely be all right with you watching Black China porn, because here's the thing, man. And I don't know why, but people do this. People as a whole do this. Women look up to these women who are more, what's the word? If I'm not mistaken, to use a friend of the den, Miss Unique, sexually liberated, I do believe is the proper term. A lot of women look up to some of these more publicly exposed, sexually liberated women, you know, to represent what they would like to be. And one, I would say not to do that because there's no point in doing that. Because these women half the time aren't, like I say, they want attention for the limited set of skills that they have. There's a lot of women who can do a lot of shit and also are animals in the bedroom. Now, this doesn't have anything to do with watching porn yet, because we're not going to get on that once I finish twisting up. But you have, hey, Heidi, what's the motherfucking deal? Worst competition, yeah. There you go. But so that's why I don't understand, like, how you a fucking stripper, how you basically a porn star, just short of it. And when your actual sex skills, you know, this is supposed to be the thing that you're skilled in. This is supposed to be the talent that you put out before everything. So this lets you know that the bitch ain't worth the fuck, dog. Like, and I hate to, no, I don't. I'm gonna say it like it is. Because if all you put out there about yourself, what skill has she ever put out that she's good at, that she's about? Like, nothing. It's always been about sex, fucking somebody and getting pregnant. You've never heard of Black China doing anything beneficial. And then you find out that the sex skills that she have are subpar. I mean, it's trash. So it's like, if you're not even good at the thing that you promote yourself for the most, like, what good are you? You're useless to society. You know what I mean? But people want to be appreciated for nothingness. Like I said, I don't care if you're a sex worker. I don't care if you strip. I don't care if none of these. But how you gonna not be good at the one thing that you pride yourself on? You know what I'm saying? It's just like it was. Her talent was ruined Rob Kardashian's life. That's what it be like. But shit, that's Rob's fault for, like, I don't. These celebrities do this shit. They know what they're doing. They do this shit for extra publicity. You know, because the thing is, in the same way that she gets extra publicity for fucking with a Kardashian, that brings his name back in the mix too. You know, makes him. I don't know what he does. I don't know what any of the Kardashians do. Like, but I don't know. It is what it is. But my thing is this. Like, I really feel like Black China released that shit. I feel like she did it and then probably called TMZ to just make some shit. Like, what does she care? That's what she does anyway. She already got news and shit leaked out, because I guess the dude who was in the video said that he didn't even know the recording existed. You know what I'm saying? So shit. It is what it is. He could be lying, she could be lying, but I really think that her being a clout chaser, realizing that, okay, nobody's talking about me right now. I figured if I had this Kardashian baby kid, it was going to be a thing. And then there was, like I say, some alleged rumors about the Kardashians or something having to do with her having a show getting either put on the back burner or canceled because of the Kim clan. And so this might be her way to get more attention. Oh, somebody leaked it out of me. I'm going to call the cops. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, though, if I was old buddy in the video, I wouldn't want anybody knowing I did that. I wouldn't have told anybody. I'd have been embarrassed because like most niggas be like, shit, you know, I smashed Black China. That bitch ain't shit. Oh, nigga, you ain't smashed. But I'd be embarrassed to show him that fucking shit, dog. I'd have been like, man, you know. But like I said, how you? He was looking at the camera like, help me. She got me trapped. She knows something about me. Like I say, that's the type of shit, those kind of experiences. That like she was acting like a first timer, honestly. Like, but you have a lot of these good girls gone bad, and you got a lot of these dudes that keep letting them get these crazy passes for just having big asses, even if it's fake asses. You say took a photo with an Under Armour shoe today, one photo. Oh man, I bet. That's what I'm saying. Like the rich get richer. But I mean, shit, if they have that type of influence, I ain't mad at them. You know what I'm saying? He say he's a dumbass. You can't turn him into a housewife. All right. We ready roll. Time to get under control and talk about the topic at hand. And yeah, I wouldn't want that ass on me either way. That shit looks so disgusting, dog. That shit is. He says he has millions and millions. She wants some of that. I'm sure she do. She wanna, like I say, I don't know, man. People are crazy. This world we live in, what people do for attention, and really have no skill set to maintain that. And people just want people to pay attention to them, but they don't do anything. And that's the shit I don't understand. If you deserve the attention, you'll get it. If not, you know, you need to work on a skill set or something like that. But it was an interesting message you sent me on Instagram, Heidi. I'm definitely going to bring that into a topic on a show very soon. So let's get into it. Do women well, first it would help if I spell that shit correctly. And but do women hate men watching porn? Now, I would say that this is one of those situations that varies, of course, because everything does. There's no set standard across the board. No one thing that all women like, no one thing that all guys like. Everybody has different tastes and different opinions on things, okay? So let's not just make like this is a one size fits all, because I always go somebody say, well, not me. I would never do such a thing. Okay. Good for you. There's a shit ton of motherfuckers who do. You're in the minority, but I'm proud of you. All right, good. We got that out the way. Now let's talk some generalizations now. We advertising in some FUBU. Hey, I'm gonna bring that shit back. If I fuck with the FUBU, I'm gonna bring that whole brand back. They're gonna be like, what? You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be, I don't know, I forgot a way to make it work on some Houston related shit. Let's see. All right, let's get into the real check. That's where all the real conversation goes down. I can't see it. Okay, you can want to see the Lakers game? Okay, cool. Say fame sales. You only have 50,000 Instagram followers. Someone to pay. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. There's people who make. Man, I got a homeboy. He really works with a lot of those grammars and high level YouTubers. Like he knows that whole little gang, and he'll just tell me some shit sometimes. I'm like, there's no fucking way. He's like, dog, you will be surprised at the shit that. I'm like, that's cool. That's cool. But I wouldn't want to be, I guess, to that extent. I just want to put on for my city. And I want to have some good conversations in the Kush Den. Those are the only two things I really want to do. But let's fire it up. So, Dave, say you start off, say, my lady once caught me watching. She started telling me what interests me. I told her, shit, I'm trying to learn new moves. I don't know if it's necessarily rare that women, if you find real women, because women, like, they have to have this standard. You can't tell every guy everything, because you got you got guys that don't know how to handle receiving information. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're in the situation we're in with a lot of women. But one, I would say I don't think that women necessarily hate guys watching porn. But like Dave mentioned earlier, competition is a thing. You know, they don't want to feel like you're putting another woman over them, or they don't want to feel like they're not fucking able to provide you what you want. You know, they don't ever want to feel like you have to turn somewhere else for that. And I guess, you know, it could be viewed the same, because I'm sure if you, for instance, came in, or you caught your old lady watching some fucking gangbang porn or something, you know, or you found out, like, how would you feel, like I said, if you had like a stash, your lady had a porn, a fucking gangbang, I mean, a fucking gangbang porn stash, all right? Not a McGangbang from McDonald's, but a real porn stash full of motherfucking women getting railed and railroaded, trained, and all that other shit. You would think a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? She retaliated with a dildo half inch bigger than your bidding. That's funny. That's super funny. I'm look, when the Kush Den really starts getting some real female subscribers, I'm gonna start slinging moles of the Johnson. But that's what I'm saying, though. I mean, you would feel a particular kind of way. You would look at her differently. So I think that women kind of have a thing like that, because most of the time, guys have a preference. And if you watch a preference of porn that does not look like your chick, she's going to start thinking, you know, what do you really feel? What do you really think? You know, in the same sense that you may have always thought, okay, well, my chick, she's frisky. She gets down with me. But then you see some shit with, you know, a whole party on the pussy going down, and you'd be like, hold on, man, what is she really into? You would think twice about this type of shit. See, I don't know. That's the thing about the fucking chat. Like, it'll take the top chat shit, but it won't post the whole live chat shit. And that's the shit that's making me mad, because I don't know why the whole live chat doesn't show up. Let me see. So let me try something here. Let me try some. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Now that's what I want to see. Now we might be on to something here. Now your text should be showing. There we go. But it's not showing all I think it is. Yeah, now they showing girls got dildos galore. It's only showing the other part. I thought it was showing all the way on there, but it's not. But she said she's watching gangbang videos. She wants to get gangbang. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Is you say show her the door. That's funny. But all I'm saying is this, though. It's like, you know, we talk about equality, and when I say equality, man, I say equal opportunity to access. And when I'm sincere about treating people fairly, I treat female situations just the same way as men. When I talk about peon shit that women do, I'll talk about peon shit that men do too. So my thing is this: like, if we're gonna open up that can of worms, man, let's dive into it. You know, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You got to think of this mind frame. We want to talk about equality. You can't be a guy that says, man, I want to fuck two chicks at the same time. You don't think that women have the same type of fantasy? I mean, if men love women and women love, well, some women love men, you don't think that they would have the same fantasy? Of wanting to fucking fuck with two dudes at once? I mean, I'm just putting it out there, man. Like I said, if we're gonna have the conversation, you got to be prepared to have the whole conversation. And it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people, you know, only want to think of one side of the conversation, man. You cannot be afraid to have that conversation. Because I'm gonna be honest, I was watching. Shout out to Brian Roscoe. Usually he fall through. Sometimes he catches them late. So shout out to Brian if he catches it. But he sent me a link today on about one of them divorce court things, right? And you know, and that's what I meant to ask. The topic was supposed to be something else. That's what I forgot. But basically, there was a chick on there who had just got engaged, went to a wedding with her fiance, somebody else's wedding. Everybody got drunk apparently. She hops in a hot tub or something with her maid of honor. Now they're not married yet, but the chick who's supposed to be a maid of honor and the best man. And so her fiance walks in on him. And her whole explanation was, oh, it's no big deal. Everybody was drunk. I thought he'd be okay because everybody was drunk. So that lets you know what your old lady up to anytime she goes out and get drunk. She wilding all the way the fuck out, and she just think it's okay. And so, you know, basically it was a ring that his grandmother or his grandfather gave him. And he was just trying to get it back. He was suing her for the money back, but she's like, no, California is some type of property state. And but basically, no, it's called a undefined gift or something like that. And so she could keep it. You know what I'm saying? And without having to give that shit back. Look, man, shit, it wouldn't have been no court. We'd got that ring back. But anyway, he kicked her out the house, and she just thought, yeah, I just need a few days to cool off, and he was gonna get over it. She like really thought that. You know, like, that's what I say. That's like how crazy somebody. But see, she's not the only one. Women, like, when they hear that marriage word, it does something to them, and it makes them. They really think that that's the ultimate goal, and they deserve that. Like, even if they out there doing all kind of dirt, man. But dudes the same way. But I don't think dudes put marriage like as highly on a pedestal, like as a whole. Like, you want to find that good woman that you want to settle down with, of course. But I think women are more willing to do just anything to get married. Dude will kind of make sure he checks his options, and he'll, you know, but women hear the word marriage and they just want to be able to, like, I think women do it to outdo other women, you know, and dudes, they do it to actually truly be happy. They want to find somebody that they want to be with. So I think they were coming from two different angles on the marriage thing, but that's what I'm saying. So, but men get bothered as well. That's why I say it goes both ways, man. I think it comes from physical scrutiny put on women from the beginning. When you look at bikini models, because the bikini models, we can feel inadequate. I don't know, it depends on what kind of bikini models you're looking at. But what if your man is, what if you're a man that never wanted two chicks at one time? What did that mean? That's all right. I mean, if you don't, then you have a high ground that you can stand on. If you catch your chick watching some gangbang porn, then you can be like, this dirty bitch. You disgust. Get out of my face. You disgust me, you whore. Nah, but I'm just saying, if you have a standard, then you can fairly apply that standard to someone else, then cool. But I'm just saying, like, if you got some freaky ways and you into some weird shit, you can't be surprised when you discover that women are into weird shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, you know, California's community property. Texas the same, actually. Yeah, but the cool thing about this show, though, is the judge was a woman. And she was like, let me see that ring. And so you want to check it out. Oh, Buddy Bailey got off of her. She gave it back to old buddy. She's like, well, you know what? There's a thing called fraud, too. Because what he did is I guess he went on to Facebook and something, and he went and found like some old mutual friend or some shit. It basically turned out to be some dude that she did the same shit to. So she had like done that shit before, like, but old buddy was he did something in finance. He said he came back. He said the bitch was sleeping with his little brother in the fucking bed. I'm like, damn, that's some cold-blooded shit. Yeah, the bitch she took his ring too. But he's like, so the bitch you fucking, to your fiance, fucking with your little brother. Goddamn, your bitch and your brother. Yeah, the bitch was out of there, dog. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, dudes do some off-the-wall shit. I ain't gonna take it off but I've had my fair share of lovers. Some of them are damn good. Yeah, I had to hitch out to a little bit of Barry White. But the thing is, women do shit too. So let's not discount them. People do foul shit. That's why I say it's like, it's not even a man or a woman thing. People just do foul shit. You know what I'm saying? What happened to Snapchat with that I read about that. Something with the update, and the update was all fucked up. Then they said they were going to roll it back or something. So I've tried it, but I don't really get it. Like I don't know. I mean, I don't know. In one tweet, Kylie Jenner wiped out 1.3 billion. What? What did she say? But that's what I'm saying. Like that's the power of laying down the wood. Now that sex tape was horrible. But Ray J played wood so good, the whole family went off that shit. Pause, no homo, all that good shit. But that fucking sex tape made that fucking family super powerful, dog. So your girlfriend made you get a Snapchat for the nudies or so whatever. Man, that's what I've seen. I've heard a bunch of, motherfuckers, that's like the new lick. Chicks doing fucking premium Snap. I'm not saying your girlfriend's doing premium Snapchats, I hope not. But I know they doing some like Snapchat shit, Snapchat porn shit. And they pay like you sign up for their shit and they be motherfucking amateurs. I ain't mad at the hustle, dog. Like, motherfuckers be hustling off their social media. Like, I ain't mad at your hustle at all. I'm not paying for your hustle either, but I ain't mad at your motherfucking hustle at all. 2 girls, 1 cup is absolutely disgusting. Yeah. Yeah, as I say, when women do it, generally, it's much deeper. When it comes to the physical, most men are weak as a whole. You know what I mean? Most men, most dudes don't have enough encounters to a point where they would be willing to reject any opportunity they had. And most women know that they can just get over by showing a dude some attention, stroking some ego. Motherfuckers fall for that shit quick. You know what I'm saying? And I think most women, not most, I think a majority of women use that to their advantage. You say, yeah. In other words, see, that's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers on there hustling that shit. 2 dudes, 1 horse. That's disgusting. Watching 2 girls, 1 cup. That's disgusting too. Yeah, just don't do it. Look. Okay. I told y'all not to watch the Black China tape. It was gonna be a waste of y'all's time. Y'all ain't listen to me. If you have been able to successfully avoid 2 girls, 1 cup, don't do it. Just don't do it. And just be, you just gotta chill. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, it's unfortunate, but guys need to be able to control their situation. Because if dudes would really realize, if you just show a little bit of self-control, you'd actually be in a much better position. Oh my God. See, that's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers out there doing some shit. Motherfuckers are doing some shit. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. It'd be game over. It would be game over. No, can't set the blunt down yet. I'm everywhere. Because we've gone off the deep end. And there's no going back. But you got to stay away from animals. Okay, that's bad. That's a no-no. Interspecies, interplanetary, any kind of anything, you got to be careful. Because you enter into something you might not be able to get out of. Fucking fucking a horse, dog. I don't even walk behind horses. I don't even like driving behind horses. I do not want to fucking get kicked. Yeah, absolutely. That's funny. Man, yeah, don't fucking look. Don't watch crazy stuff. As much as you want to, just don't do it. I'll watch it and tell y'all how bad it is and why not to watch it. But I don't want to put y'all in that kind of danger. You know, I take that for y'all. The collateral damage. So see, here's the thing though. There's a difference about me. I'm not concerned about any of that. I can handle collateral damage. It's all about how you manage those kind of things. That's not a problem. It's not. I'm just saying. That's why I asked the den if they would be able to handle something. I mean, that's just something you have to consider. I have no issue with discussing the ins and outs of certain situations. You know, you just got to make sure you're on the same page. Which most motherfuckers don't even want to know. I'm like, look, I need you didn't. You ain't. All right, cool. You know. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, if you talk to your partner, you will discover what works for both of y'all. You'll discover what you may or may not have known. You know what I'm saying? I think it works out better for the both of you. If you're just trying to figure some shit out on the fly, you might hit a home run. If you know what you're doing, you might push the fucking the big red button and fuck everything up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about all this shit. That's what I say. With sex robots, these hoes get to tripping. Hey, it is what it is. Nah, don't flick. Hold on. Nah, look, I'm gonna be the team captain. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be run like a WNBA locker room in this bitch. They say, we need your wild side to help us live to the fullest. We need your crazy side. Correct. That's Marlon Brandon cotton in the mouth. You know, if it gets too bad, I'll just have to hit the Alakazam. Do the I Dream of Genie. So, but, like I say, back to the pornography. You know, but my thing, like I say, is that I don't really think most women hate it. I think you just gotta kind of be honest about the shit. I mean, you just gotta have the conversation. You have to talk. Conversation rules the nation. And most problems arise because people just don't want to talk about some shit. You know, could be the big pink elephant in the room. People don't want to talk about it. It could be the little brown mouse in the corner. You can barely see that bitch. That motherfucker just, you know, kind of here and kind of there. You got to talk about it. Conversation rules the nation. If you talk about things, you'll be surprised how much further and how much better you can do in pretty much every situation. You know, just don't, if you, what most people don't want to clarify misunderstandings and things like that. You know, what exactly did you mean by something? Well, can you confirm this? Okay, because I'm having this train of thought, and I want to make sure we're on the same page. You know, I might be going this direction, and you know, somebody might be thinking something else. So, I think it's important to have understanding. And so that's why I say conversation is always necessary. If you thinking something, instead of letting this idea fester inside your head and, you know, you're bouncing off the walls of your mind and you the only motherfucker thinking about it, you getting yourself mad about some shit because you really misunderstanding something that was said, or, You know, you may know something that's bothering you. I mean, shit. Like, if you're the only one marinating on this shit, you're going to overcook that shit. And then when it does fucking finally go off, you know, you may set some shit on fire. Just have fucking conversations. You got to get things off your chest. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way this shit going to work. People don't fucking read minds. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. What's up, Trizzy? What's the motherfucking deal? Already. Honcho's Post Malone. What the hell that mean? Women can't compete on the internet. What do you mean by that? Don't men grow out of porn or something? I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. But if you find somebody that you compatible with, you know, it ain't gonna really be that big of a deal. You ain't gonna be fucking with it like that. You know what I mean? But if you know, I mean, if you ain't fucking with nobody, I don't know. It's it. I'm sure people keep fucking with it eventually. Some people do, some people don't. It might be new to some people. Some people fucking go on the weird shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Everybody's different. So, I don't know. Shit. What's his name? The fucking, is Ron Jeremy still working? You know, if he's still working, then that should tell you. Say no, women do every women's style. Yeah, women don't ever try to stop being pretty. Shit. It be some old ass women still be trying to put on makeup and wear their best wigs and all that stuff because they still want to feel beautiful, man. Look, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You met Ron Jeremy Long, that's crazy. You know what I mean? I don't imagine you in the 30s, 40s, you're jerking off like a monkey. Don't you feel kind of devolved? Uh, I wouldn't say that. I mean, sometimes shit, you just got to do what you got to do. Shit. I mean, hey, to each his own. I don't think that's something you really, I mean, can complain about. Like, you know, there's a lot of guys who have trouble with women, and instead of, you know, figuring out a way to solve that problem, because that's something you got to deal with your whole life, they just would rather take care of the problem themselves. You know what I mean? So that's all it is. See, my English teacher's the opposite. Well, listen, let her get her water on, man. Don't hate on the English teacher, man. She might be trying to water drop it like it's hot on you. Yeah, I mean, you gotta be you gotta make a move if you want to get in the groove. Alright. Give me just a second. I'm finna hit y'all with old Alakazam. Alright, sorry about that. Uh, See, I definitely have not been keeping up with the minutes here. So I don't even know what we've been talking about for the last few minutes. We'll say, to it at some point. Porn for men is like makeup tutorial for women. Yeah, that's what I mean. Look, you got to realize. I mean, you got to learn from somewhere. And I think most people. I don't know. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I don't know how most people learn. I mean, everybody has their own experience. But porn definitely laid the foundation for most people's game or the way they get into it. Types of things, animal porn. That's disgusting. That's real bad, man. That's fucking hilarious, though. Guess we're gonna do shit. Let's put it like that. We'll get but yeah, make sure I do a little giveaway action here. So I almost forgot last time. Imagine doing that. No, what if that happened to me? All right, so we're gonna get a little bit of a raffle going, man. I wanna get some opinions here. I wanna see how people really feel while they're getting here. So I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't feel like the majority of the experiences that I've had, most of the women that I think I've watched porn with, I'm sure. So I don't think there's just they're mad. I don't know, like I said, if it's a situation where they feel excluded, from the situation, if they do get mad about it, or if there's something that, like I said, you would like to watch something that may be particularly different than what she's expecting, or something that don't look like her. Those are the only reasons I can see them getting upset. But that's why I say you can have those conversations. You just talk and, you be honest about things. Shit. I don't think you have any problems with it. And I don't think there's, an issue now. Yeah, of course, you can definitely watch too much of that shit. And if you ain't doing nothing but watching that shit, you need to find a hobby, man. Hey, Don Mellow Moonchild, what's going down? Glad to have you back. But like I said, man, I don't think anything's wrong with pornography. It has its purposes. Like I say, it's a tool. It has its purposes just like everything else. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's nothing wrong with switching it up. You got to do some things. Sometimes you have to do things to add excitement, show appreciation. Because I mean, shit, it's just like anything. If you have too much of the same old same thing, you're gonna fucking eventually lose interest. You gotta change it up. And it doesn't have to always be like that, but just, every now and then can always be good for reviving, what you got going. People get tired of the same, or you wouldn't want the same. Well, some people do. I don't know. Some people like eating the same fucking burgers over and over. People don't like to try new shit. I like to try new fucking foods. I'll stay in the same line of food. It won't be like I want to just eat some. I don't know. Actually, goat is pretty good. I'm trying to think of something crazy that people eat often. I don't know. I don't know. What do people eat somewhere that? I don't know. People eat monkey brain somewhere. I'm not trying to go do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even know where you would go to eat some nasty shit like that. But I remember seeing it somewhere. Like burgers and shit. I keep it simple but different. You got to spice your burger up sometimes. You don't want to eat the same burger from the same place all the time. You want to try different things. Maybe you don't want no cheese this time. Maybe you want some cheese and some bacon. You know what I mean? maybe you want a sesame seed bun. I don't even know what that means. I'm just thinking about McDonald's. I like something maybe with the fucking, what's that fucking shit? I used to have the fucking sourdough shit, Jack in the Box. You know what I mean? So just like you don't want the same fucking type of burger all the time, you got to change the game up. You got to swap it up every now and then. You may like a particular burger more than all the other burgers, but if you ate it all the time, you get tired of it. Sometimes you got to switch it up, eat another burger, and then if you eat that other burger, is it going to be better than your normal burger? You're like, man, it's pretty good. I need to eat this burger more often, which means you need to do something different a little more often. Or you could be like, man, this burger is fucking awful. I see why I stick to this burger, or I don't want to eat this burger anymore. So that's why you got to do things. You got to do things that change the game up from time to time. You know what I mean? So that way you're not. You know what I'm saying, getting bored, and you can appreciate when you do the regular thing. So, yes, I just made a sex to hamburger analogy, and I don't even know if that shit made sense, but it made complete sense to me. Let's see what we got going here. Check what y'all talking about in the real chat. Heidi, you're lying to me. How dare you speak these words of blasphemy? Now you're trying to start a riot. This is an awful, awful thing that you're doing. You're speaking words of sin against the great Whataburger. Yeah, exactly. Man, Whataburger, dog meat in India. I wouldn't want to eat that either. But if it got bad enough, shit, Scotty would be on the menu. That's why he's fat now. You never know when anything's going to go bad. I'm like, shit. Look, we're going to have to eat Scotty before you lose all the meat, man. Hey, Scotty, it was nice knowing you. If we know this is what you would really want for us, Scotty would not want to save. He would not want to give himself up for us to live. Human beings are pretty much hamburgers. You know what I'm saying? You got some that are cooked raw, still got some ice on them. You got some that are rare, some that are well done. And then we come with all kind of different toppings, you know what I mean? Some of us have tomatoes and lettuce and onions. Some with a little bit of mustard. Some of us got mayo. Some of us got nothing. Human beings are hamburgers, okay? Heidi, and you cannot prove to me that it's not a valid comparison. I mean, we all have multiple layers, okay? I'm trying to draw a hamburger, and I'm not good at drawing. But we're all complex. We all, you know what I'm saying? We're all made of something different. And so sometimes you need to change your hamburger up. Dave's won the raffle already. That's craziness. Yeah, I hate hearing these sins spoken against. If Scotty died, would I bury him? Yeah, I'd bury him. Say Five Guys a champ. Five Guys they got some solid burgers. Smash Burger, I don't think I've been to Smash Burger. Say Tacos de Trompo. I've never heard of that. It's like unleaded Texas gas. That's funny. I mean, is it inhumane or unethical to treat people like widgets or burgers? Why not talk to your spouse and get what you need? Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to talk to her, differently. So that means you got to go to a different place to get a different burger. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you're hopping different burgers as in cheating. I'm talking about having different burgers as in exploring different areas of sex with your partner. I don't condone cheating. In a previous life, maybe I was up to no good. But you're not gonna say you're doing the right thing. You gotta learn. That's why I say you have to talk to your partner so that y'all can spice it up. It's not about switching burgers. I'm not saying just go switching joints. Sometimes the same place has good burgers. Maybe you go to McDonald's and you get a fucking Big Mac all the time. Okay, hey, you can still go to McDonald's, but you get you a fucking quarter pounder, get you one of them fucking chicken sandwiches, or get some damn nuggets, but you just switch it up a little bit. You just got to let them know, hey, you're going to do something different. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like I say, I'm not saying that you ain't got a burger hop. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay at the same burger place. We're not talking about, yeah, I guess I didn't phrase that properly. Let's see. We gotta figure out how we classify all these different joints. But because each burger joint represents some type of people. You know what I mean? That's gonna be a long one. I don't know if we're gonna figure that one out. But hamburgers to sex, yeah. I appreciate that. That's what I'm saying. Staying on top of it. 51. So I would say we start talking about that in the 40s. Let's say about that's funny. Oh man. So I don't know how we've gotten here. We'd say so you get the Grand Mac and a 10-piece stuffed nuggets on the burger. Yeah, you got to switch it up. Scotty would, man. I'm telling y'all. I would definitely have to. If Scotty had to go, man, we got to do what's sensible. I'd try my best to save him. You know what I mean? Now, if it was just me and Scotty, I'd ride it out with Scotty. I'd be like, fuck it, because I know, I'd be cool without eating for a while. And by the time, if we had to make it, we'd be all right. But if it was just like everything went to shit and, you know what I'm saying, I had me and I had some people with me, then I would say, Scotty, look, it's been a nice ride, amigo. That's a bad man thing. Yeah, exactly. Doing something different, man. You gotta. Sometimes it's not always just about, getting the ass. Sometimes it's about the experience around it. You know what I mean? Sometimes, look, the same old beat, and skeet can get boring. Sometimes you gotta switch it up. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make it an experience. Got all kind of shit up. Schwarzenegger was eating it big against 30 years old and hit up Taco Bell one day. For 30 years. Well, shit, I mean, it happens. I mean, that's just how it takes place sometimes, I mean, sometimes you gotta go to Taco Bell on a late night. I'm telling you, Taco Bell has some tempting options. That's funny. I got you. We gonna hold it down. We gonna hold it down like POP. But like I say, you have to change up the burger from time to time, and I think that that's what you mean. You got to place your order. You know what I'm saying? That's we gonna find a whole way to make this a whole drive-through fast food analogy. It's gonna make sense by the time it's all over with, somehow, some way. Let's be realistic. you got people. We all have all different types of preferences in people, and people are like fast food restaurants, and we'll throw like well, people are like restaurants. Period. Not necessarily just fast food. You got some people who got it all together who are nice and exclusive. Those are those top-notch places. I don't even probably know the name of any place like those real top-notch places. Then you got people who are, kind of your like steakhouses, you know, I'll say the rich people be like, your $100 a plate places, or your couple of $100 a plate, maybe thousands, I don't know, a couple of $100. And then, you got your kind of next tier. You're talking about your $40, $50 a plate places, steakhouses and shit like that. Maybe a couple of Italian joints, things like that. And you got that kind of class of people. Then you got your Chili's, you got your you got like those type of not necessarily fast food places, but family dine-in restaurant. That's like your average. I would say your average man or woman. Your middle class. 'Cause those type of places thrive. That's why they pop up everywhere. And then you have your fast food people. Okay, so this is how we're breaking this thing down. We're going to come to. We're really going to come to a logic. Let me start these minutes because we're going to make this thing make sense. All right, we're going to make this thing make sense. Just bear with me. I'd say about 54 right here. How do we name this? The food people? No, I got it. All right, there we go. If I spelled that right, I'm fucking, we'll see if we spelled this right. Okay. All right. So what we're trying to figure out is that, people are basically restaurants, all right? And I need to rewrite this shit down. So you got tiers of people. We're talking about your $100 plate places. That's your top-notch people. Then you got like your $50 plate places. Then you got like, your teens, 20, $15, $20 plate places. That's like your average people. And because there's people like we're talking about what people eat daily, because this is their lifestyle. This is who they are. So there's some people who are just a little bit more well off that are just better than other people because they live there. We're talking about quality of their life, not just monetarily, but like a person who takes care of themselves, a top-notch person. So that would be like your best-looking people and all that other stuff. Some people are just better than other people. We have to accept it. It is what it is. All right, and you got your fast food joints. And then you got some people who are just only the value. They're only the value menu on the fast food joint. So we just got to keep it real. That's just like the bottom of the barrel. And I'm not saying that just because you eat off the value menu, bottom of the barrel, because somebody will take that shit. Because I ate off the value menu the other motherfucking day, and I know I'm not no bottom of the barrel motherfucker. So I'm just saying these are the type of quality of life type people that there are. We're trying to be polite about it, all right? As polite as we can be. Or as we want to be. All right. So we got it. All right, we got it. We got it figured out. Now, because I'm trying to think of main places, wherever you live, shit, you may or may not have these restaurants. So we're trying to just use this like this. All right. So now what you have is people in the $100 a plate section, or would you put? I mean, you would put Arnold Schwarzenegger there. He was a fucking governor or something like that. And you said he dibbled and dabbled, and he dropped down to the fucking, the fucking Taco Bell section, or the fucking. I mean, maybe I wouldn't say he went down to Taco Bell because I'm sure who was it with it? Wasn't it a maid or something he got with? But whatever it may have been, she She probably make more money than most people. But I'm just saying by the quality people. Now, some people can we make eating booty eating KFC? Oh, that's awful. That's awful. Sam's Pizza. What do y'all got going on over here? I'm missing the whole real conversation. All right. Say, man, I know I made a mistake and ate 2 in one sitting. Just they have toilets in Compton. It's part about 50, 4 times a day. Maybe minute call. See, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, women get all crazy. What's up, Orlando? What's the deal? Man, she's just trash. It don't really matter what position you're in. Taco Bell will have you on the toilet. That is a thing, yes. Eating at Sam's Club, oh shit. Is there? Let's see. Sam's Club or IKEA? Yeah, because I mean, that's just real untraditional shit. So we'll put Sam's Club under. You can't just wait. You can't wait till we leave the store. Except Arby's. Me trying out Arby's equivalent to my girl watching gangbang porn. I ain't with it. I pass. Like Olive Garden. Okay. Sam's Club, corn dog, Galleria. What's up, Wise? What's going down, man? You got the microwave meals, ramen noodles. Damn, we going all the way. So we ain't even. Damn, are we getting? I mean, so we getting that bad to the point that we don't even want to leave out the house. That we can't even go out to eat no more. So we not even going out the house. So we motherfucking me getting the ramen noodles. What kind of person is the ramen noodles? I mean, how do you identify a ramen noodle person? Because I mean, now priority number 1 is to make sure that we don't fuck with no ramen noodle people, because a ramen noodle person is how much lower do you get than that on the people or food scale? Because now it's no longer people or restaurants. Now it's just people or just food. And so now we figured it all out. Now we're food we're consuming ourselves here. So I'm curious now. How do you identify a ramen noodle person? Yeah, but what I'm saying, that's my whole thing, is what I want to get to is just that. But if people are food, even you have people who are high class people who generally are $100 a plate people, they dip down and they go fuck with some fast food sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They may be married to a $50 a plate person, but they might need to stop at the Sam's Club real quick. You know what I'm saying? And they got to get a little something. Maybe they like the furniture from IKEA. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they might need a new couch. All I'm saying is that some people fuck up, some people fuck down. If you're going to fuck, make sure you fucking up instead of fucking down, because you fucking yourself over if you fucking down. But people do it from time to time. You have powerful people, the $100 plate people. We're talking about the upper echelon of society here. And they get caught fucking with fast food people. You know what I'm saying? All this shit, this is what happens, man. Like, and some of these people get caught fucking with ramen noodle people. You know what I mean? So I mean, this is life. Sometimes people just be. I don't know how people get connected. I don't know how people find each other. That's the thing that I always just kind of wonder about. I've always wondered about the world. Just I know it's all random, right? And it is what it is. But hold on, let me before I start going on a tangent. But I know it's all random, man. Or I feel like it's all random. There's no. Just to me, it's just like I say. It's you can't predict what's gonna fucking happen. Who fucking knows? But you it happens. I mean, I always wonder how these things happen, why things happen, but I guess you can't. Like, it's a waste of time really wondering why. I mean, maybe you want to anticipate the outcome. I guess that can help if you can figure out and get to the root of the problem. But sometimes, like, wondering why seems like you're kind of playing from behind, you know what I mean? Because so you gotta wait for shit to happen to be sitting there wondering why it's happening. But I still always do. I'm always curious about why things happen the way they do, or why people react to things the way they do. But at the end of the day, it's not my motherfucking problem. But I just wonder why. Because I guess that helps you understand other people better if you can figure out why certain people do the things that they do. I don't know. You say $100,000 play guy in KFC. That's why everybody moved out. They couldn't afford to eat in the they couldn't afford to eat and to fucking pay rent in the K Nation. Damn. Oh my goodness. That is harsh. I thought you and Darren squashed the beef, man. The rich people that's so lucky with their money that's conscious about savings. I'm a kick cereal kind of person. Man, look, ain't nothing wrong with some kicks every now and then. You know what I mean? You gotta keep it regular, man. Some people like it regular degular, man. You know what I'm saying? You might have to switch it up to some berry kicks. You know what I mean? You might have to switch it up to some berry kicks. If that's the only level, that might be the only level you're ready to go to. Some people need, some people just need the bare basics, and some people just don't want to do it at all. Some people, there's a level of compatibility for everybody, and that's why I say I think that's a conversation that should always be had with people who have, relationships. You need to speak on the things that are issues instead of being afraid of what your partner is going to think or whatever this is going to be. You got to speak on issues to make sure that y'all have an understanding. Because, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't trying to make something work, then you're wasting your time, you know what I mean? So you need to be upfront with the lady in your life. And, well, if you're female, well, whatever. Whoever your partner is. So that very kick. You know what I'm saying? And look, some very kicks I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Look, that's what I'm saying. It's always a way to move up, man. Look, hey, you can't be a kicks all your life. Move up to the very kicks, you know what I mean? You gotta change the game up sometimes and be like that. Berry kicks ain't all that, though. You ain't got to be too worried about it. Berry kicks ain't that big of a deal. It's just the same. Everybody's the same, just a little bit different looking. Yeah, people eat cereal. I fucking eat cereal, and I know it's awful shit. It's the worst shit in the fucking world. But I've been pre-programmed as a child to want to eat this fucking sugar box shit, okay? And I know that I'm at my best when I'm not fucking with that shit. But sometimes I give in. I buy a fucking box of cereal, some bullshit. I'm telling y'all, like, I spend a significant amount of time on the cereal line when I do buy cereal. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to eat this shit. This shit too sugary. But this shit ain't got no flavor in it. This shit tastes like wood chips. I don't want this shit right here, And so then I end up getting some bad always getting some shitty cereal that I know some fucking Golden Grams or some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Man, I just seen some other kind of crazy Cinnamon Toast Crunch that they just made. I forgot what they were called. But they're fucking up all the cereals now. They just selling these kids any fucking thing. I be trying to call myself eating healthy, eating like that basic 4 shit, but that shit has more sugar. The fucking healthy cereals have more sugar in them than the fucking kitty type shit. So this shit is crazy. The Fruity Pebbles, man. I want to make some Fruity Pebbles Rice Krispies. And those motherfuckers are pretty good. Make the whole fucking little collection, the fucking chocolate ones, the fucking regular ones, and the fucking Fruity Pebbles. Yeah, I was going down memory lane. I spazzed out for a second, you know what I'm saying? Because I was thinking about the last time I had some fucking motherfucking me Rice Krispie, Fruity Pebbles treats, Cocoa Crispy, whatever they are, Rice Krispie, Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles. Yeah, making up fucking cereals and shit. Putting all those things together. It makes for a happy day. So Oriental's so good and racist. Is Oriental like really a racist term? Because I heard somewhere that you're not supposed to say Oriental anymore or something like that. Like I don't understand. Like I said, this is what I'm saying. You gotta like. My thing is like I said. I think a lot of people just don't know shit, you know, and so you gotta educate people. You know, I need to know if this is an offensive thing and why. Oriental means I heard somewhere that it was supposed to be, hey, what's up, real family? What's going down? Hola, mi amigo. The door cereal never had it. Tricks. That Tricks went hard. The fucking Lucky Charms went hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I heard somewhere that Oriental was a racist thing or some term that wasn't used anymore. I was like, somebody didn't get the memo. I fill out the TPS report, but I didn't get the memo. You can't be mad at me. I didn't get the fucking memo. So shit. Yeah. No, that's unfortunate. That is quite unfortunate. I'm gonna be an amateur offender. I'm going to be amateurishly offended. How can I join that? How do I become a professional? I mean, you got to start somewhere. So, I mean, you got to start in the amateur somewhere before you can become professionally offended. So I need to know where to go to sign up for that. Because I am outraged that I can't be outraged. Oh, man. He said, oh, they know me about Oriental. That's what I'm saying, man. That shit. The fucking, all right, I got a question. For y'all. Man, if I'm telling y'all SPM, don't sleep on my boy. Where we at? All right. I'm fucking saving shit. Yeah, dude, fucking, that was a great movie. Great movie. Excellent movie. If y'all haven't ever seen Office Space, gotta watch that shit. That shit is funny. No comment on what. I don't even know. But yeah, like I said, I don't understand how people get so offended about all these things. People are mad about everything. And like I think if more people took time to just kind of, like I said, understand. Not saying that you have to accept shit. Just understand and then make sense of things, you know. You said you understand some reason why people do something, that shit don't make sense, and you can always figure out a logical reason as to why it don't make sense to bolster your argument, and you'll be Gucci, man. Well, you won't be Gucci, man, but you'll be good if you truly believe in what you believe in. You should always have a legitimate retort to any criticisms. No reason to get angry, but it happens. Cereals and porn. Yeah, cereal is porn. I mean, well, cereal is porn. No, it's not. That is one Bad comparison. But here's the deal. That's what we'll call it. That'll work. That's a bad comparison. But I mean, it's really a serious decision when it comes to eating the proper cereal. Because like Lucky Charms, like I said, they were good. It was a mix. I think they had all marshmallows or something like that. That shit is fucking overkill. Fucking overkill. It's too much damn sugar. Scotty has eaten today. Scotty has been lurking for some chicken today. Scotty is a fucking roach. I'm telling y'all, like, next time I show that clip, look at that damn dog. Don't believe that that's all fur. He was freshly trimmed. Okay, he had a light little coat. That little coat is like only on the sides or whatever. That's a fat ass dog. Okay? Scotty is a fat ass dog. And that's all I got to say about that. Put some respect on my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Scotty is a fat ass dog. Yeah, I saw Two Girls, One Cup, and I regret it. I regret it every day of my life. Every day of my life, I take 30 seconds to think about Two Girls, One Cup, and I say, why did I watch that? My life has been ruined. I thought women were innocent. That's when I literally knew that women ain't shit. It broke my heart. Oh, they are Brazilian? I wouldn't be surprised. Them damn Brazilians do everything, man. You got 11-0. Let me see. What you got? No, that's what I got too. I'm just, what I'm putting on the, what I'm putting on the thing is, the whatchamacallit. Okay. Right now, when I'm reading this, I have 11:02. I'm just reading shit slow. That might be part of the problem. So that's what I say. I'm reading some things, and I'll talk about some shit, and then I'll try to keep up with the chat a little bit better. Because at the end, I like to say be more interactive. Like I say, it's about being a part of the conversation, but then I'm going to talk some off-the-wall shit. She is a Brazilian hater, though. She is a Brazilian hater. What? Nah. See, look, I'm trying to build, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to get from I'm trying to come up. I say I'm in the fucking the chili section. I'm trying to get to the motherfucking, I don't think I'm trying to get to the $100 plate section, but I'm trying to get from the chili section to the $50 plate section. At least, you know, eat a $50 plate twice a month. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can put it on the gram, just so people think I'm really balling. You know what I'm saying? I'll save up for like 2 Chili's dates just so I can get there. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. And so that means, you know, especially being a man, it's less likely. I wouldn't say less likely, but it's definitely much easier for a man in the chili section to fuck around and stumble off into some fast food or into Sam's Club. You know, it happens. It definitely happens. I have a question. Where do taco trucks fall into this hierarchy? Because my thing is, are they in the level of fast food? Because I mean, food trucks are better food than fucking fast food, aren't they? I'm curious as to how this works. What? No, she's not fierce. I'm saying that because I'm going to take her with me. That is wherever I go, she goes. It's like my buddy. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. When I say I'm trying to get into the $50 plate section, I'm trying to talk about me myself. I'm not saying that who I'm with. I'm saying, me personally, I'm a fucking Chili's motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. You got to be real with yourself and know where you fall in line. You know what I mean? You can't just really believe, you know, we all want to be $100 a plate people. You know what I mean? But if you're not a $100 a plate person, you're just not. I'd say right now, I'm a Chili's right now. All right, I'm in the 15. What is that? What is that? I didn't think feeling. Well, not Chili's. Let me think of something a little better than Chili's. I don't know why I'm saying Chili's. Chili's is 2 for $22. That's a fucking like $11. That's not quite 15. They have some other stuff. I'm thinking maybe like a decent little steak joint or something. No, but see, right now I'm talking about, like I say, no, I will. I'm just being realistic, and so what I mean by that is I'm like the best meal you can get at that motherfucker at Chili's. But I'm just saying, as far as how people would view social status, no, I don't doubt myself. I know that I am a $100 a plate motherfucker, but to show that eventually in life, I'd find comfort at the moderately decent price plate, but I'm shooting for the top notch plate. $1,000 plates are retarded. I don't know. I'm sure that shit exists, but I just don't even want to say that type of shit. You paying thousands of dollars for some food, I'm ready to fight. It better be like some exotic rhino or some shit. Yeah, I said it. I said it just so one particular person can talk shit. Oh, that's fucking funny. Realism, because means all men are craft, all women are craft, and I'm a $20 plate. That's fucking hilarious. That is hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. When you put it in that context, that shit makes me laugh. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, we still have some shit lower than that. You know, you got ramen noodle people. You know what I'm saying? Home cooked meal. Home cooked meals. They're a special breed. They're a rare breed that rarely exists anymore. A home cooked meal would have to be some type of unicorn. I don't know. We have to see. You gotta eat $200 meals to get full though. But that's what I'm saying. But here's the thing. When I'm saying $100 plate, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm almost using it more like, I guess, like, say, social statuses or how people would appear, you know, in the hierarchy of things, classes or whatever you would say. And not necessarily how, you know, people should be treated or anything like that, because we see that people like the Kardashian baby breeder. You know what I mean? People think she's some type of status just because she has celebrity status. Then you get a peek behind closed doors, and you're like, "Wow, this is awful." You know what I mean? This is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Makes you change your appearance. I mean, you change your perspective of things. So, I mean, you, like you say, you could have $100 plate and be like, "Oh man, yeah, I done spent all this and did all this," and be like, "Wow, this fucking sucks. It's the worst food I've ever ate. This shit tastes like groceries." You know, but a home cooked meal, that's a home cooked meal is one of those rare breeds that she hold it down, don't like to go out. You know what I'm saying? She'd have to be one of them old school type chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, not really on social media, not on none of those things. She'd have to be something super different than, you know, then there are some people like that who are more home cooked than they are going out. So I think that's I think that's what it is. I think that's how it goes. Yeah. Okay. Well, I definitely agree with you with that. I just mean by when I say that, people's perceptions. I don't definitely believe there are any barriers because the ceiling is the roof, like the great Michael Jordan said. Oh shit. I don't know if people give a fuck about college, baby, bro. Just like another baby. I mean, all of them. That's what I'm saying. It's just people just want stuff to talk about because they have these fantasies of people living these glamorous, glorious lives, and it's because we get told these stories about, you know, happy endings and just these fantastical princesses getting rescued, and you know, I don't know what the perception of a princess is to most women, but they call these women these women we would call thoughts. We would address as what I said. Oh yeah, I would say it's boppers and swoops. I'm trying not to call them bitches and hoes. So these boppers and these swoops, you don't want to, these women you really wouldn't want to be caught out in public with, but because they got some type of fame now, it makes them something. Like it's crazy what attention does to people. It's the same chick that if you saw her walking down your block with nothing, you'd be like, oh, that hoe is trash. But just because you see her fucking on a Kardashian or something like that, now y'all motherfuckers really think that bitch kind of bad. No, dog. Like, she was just an extreme markup. I don't want to say just like she gone or something, but she's a markup. You know what I'm saying? One of them. She's really like a motherfucking me. What is it? A McBurger? One of them McDeluxes when they used to have what was it? The Mac Deluxe or something like that when they tried to have a little fancy burger, and they just threw it on a plate at a higher end restaurant, man. So. Let's see. Oh man. Say white things different. There's a lot of beer and cocaine. That's fucking funny. Man, you got some yams. Ooh, man. But yeah, man, you ain't lying, dog. That's what I say, man. You just gotta find somebody that makes you happy. Fuck what anybody else think about it. Do your damn thing. Even if you happy with motherfucking me fast food, then shit. Do the damn fast food. If you fucking with if you gotta be on top of something else, you gotta be on some type of other different shit, then you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You do what works for you. But now if you can't sustain a $50 plate and you really on a fast food lifestyle, don't be out there trying to fake it till you make it for these females just to be saying you're doing some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way to go. You'll be highly upset extremely quickly. So, that's one thing. Yeah, don't be. If you know you saying peak, look. If you know you, you know what I'm saying. And it's not to say that fast food is the bottom of the barrel. Fast food is just saying, because there's a reason that fast food is in business. We all fucking eat the shit, or some of us don't. Well, there's a significant amount of us don't. But from time to time, players fuck up and fuck with the fast food. You hear me? But the thing about that, man, is this. I'm not saying fast food is just the worst of the worst. It's just kind of everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying it's not the best of folks. It's not necessarily the worst of folks, but it's a significant mixture in there. You know what I mean? They're just not the cream of the crop. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm the cream of the crop, but I want to feel like I'm better than fast food. But I fuck up every now and then and fuck with it. But then, like I say, you got a lot of fucking. There's a reason that Sam's Club and places like IKEA and shit offer food because people eat that shit. If that shit wasn't profitable, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. The reason the gas stations sell pizza and tacos, you know what I'm saying? Like not even food truck quality, you know what I'm saying? There's a reason because people buy this shit. You feel me? So, you know, you just kind of got to realize honestly, you know, how society views you. Okay. You know, it might not be your own personal view, but if society views you as a fucking food truck taco, you know, you can't be out there demanding filet mignon and shit. I'm just trying to keep it 100. 100. I'm trying to keep it 100 with you guys. I guess I should put the right shit in there. All right. So, you know, look, but I'm saying, look, I'm explaining to you guys why this all makes sense, okay? You know what I'm saying? This is why it all makes sense. And you probably thinking, nah, man, Honcho, he's high, he's talking crazy. He's saying that people are food. I'm not the only person who subscribes to this belief, you know what I mean? There are a lot of people who agree with what I say. And, you know, a lot of you might be in this chat that agree with what I say about you know, that people are food. And, exactly. You are what you eat. Exactly, Jeremiah. You know, they taught us that from young. You are what you eat. People are food, man. People are food. So you are what you eat. So if you fast fooding it up, and eating is just, you know, consuming, and you could be a $100 a plate person, but if you spend a significant amount of time fucking with ramen noodles and shit, you know, and that could be just mean living a shittier quality life. Doesn't matter if you have access to those $100 plates if you're doing something different, and it can work a lot of different ways. And that's all I'm talking about. And say, does anybody here like pineapple on pizza? I fuck with pineapple on pizza. I've eaten it before, but it's been like pineapple with I want to say it was like chicken jalapeno and pineapple, because the jalapeno had to, you know, give you that little kick, and then the pineapple had like a little sweet taste to it. So I want to say that's what it is. So we're all we say we're all pussies and then assholes. So out here eating groceries. You know, it's funny how things are used to compare to other things. You can be an asshole because you are what you eat. And so if you're eating groceries, which is also compared to ass, you know, you're eating groceries and you are what you eat, and you're eating shitty groceries. I mean, what is going on here? Are we just going too far into it? Yep. What's the man? Baker man in the motherfucking deal. I'm in the house, man. Is how it ain't somebody you see these mashed potatoes. That's funny. Baker man, what's shaking, man? Always good to be in the conversation. Has anyone done research on Dole and how they messed up Hawaii? Man, you know what? No, I had not. I had not even thought about it. It'd be interesting to see. Hawaii got some hoods, man. Everybody think Hawaii just all peachy keen. Y'all thinking it's all beaches. Y'all think shit is sweet in Hawaii just because Dole out there fucking up with pineapples. Y'all think shit's sweet, son. Nah, it's not sweet in Hawaii, B. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers run up on you, son. Do a motherfucking hip dance. Hypnotize your motherfucking ass. Then one of them motherfucking Samoans come from behind you and knock you upside the head. Take all your shit, son. That's fucking funny. $10. Yeah, when you way away from everything, dog, it's crazy. What? Pineapples aren't native to Hawaii. Oh, that's awful, man. That's awful, man. So I can't have pineapple on pizza. What's wrong with that, man? Like I say, sometimes you gotta look. I have a preference of pizza that I like. I'm cool with pepperoni pizza. I have no complaints about pepperoni pizza. I'm cool with pepperoni pizza. I'm cool with maybe putting a little bit of sausage on it sometimes. I'm cool with maybe putting a little bit of jalapenos with the pepperoni on there sometimes. Sometimes I say, I'm in the mood for some chicken and mushroom pizza. This time I want some chicken and spinach, maybe chicken, spinach, and mushroom. I'm feeling wild. You know what I mean? You gotta switch it up sometimes. And people are food, so sometimes you can keep your same place of dining. You just gotta change the recipe sometimes. That's all it is. That's all I'm saying. That's awful. That'd be horrible for Clay. I hope not. Because I don't want no excuses. I don't want no excuses when the Rockets take on the Warriors. I don't see nothing about it. I ain't got no notifications. Because I'm going to check that shit. Well, I don't see that. But for my pepperoni sausage, ham, and jalapenos, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ham is cool. The Kush becoming fact central. I'm just saying, man. This is like say we can talk crazy, man, and then we can talk about some interesting things. That's the whole point of the den, man. People have to realize that people are dynamic, dog. It's not always one thing all the time. It's just you gotta, people like talking about different shit. Oh no, Cleveland lost. Cleveland rocks. But yeah, I fuck with it. Got 11 people active in the den. Yeah, that's what I mean. Shit. Hit the minute people are not just one thing. Where we at? Alright. Yeah, I went from people are food to people are not just one thing. Now we see we can't quite stay on one thing. Just like you don't well, I hope that you only don't listen to one particular kind of music. You want to switch your music up. I'm sure people want to switch up their I'm sure they want to switch up their burgers and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Draymond and Steph stealing the CP3 and the Harden. That's ridiculous, though. That is fucking stupid. That is fucking stupid. Stupid, dumb, damn shot. Oh. Oh. Russ beat the Kings, and now they going crazy. Stop it. Stop it. Real basketball comes back tomorrow. Ariza going to be healthy. We finally going to be healthy. It's going down. The one thing that I hate. That's a good one. I really try to I really try not to, like I always try to say, I don't hate anything, anyone. I got some people that I really dislike, though. But just to pinpoint it down to one person at this time, I don't think I can do it. Yeah. Yes, I hate the top chat. That is correct. I hate that fucking top chat. This motherfucker don't ever want to work right. Say simple people who dumb themselves down to fit in like they don't want to be better. Yeah, I mean you have to want to have better, and the thing is that it's just not gonna come. You can just pause. Pause. You have to want better for better opportunities to come, and people always want to appear like they don't want to, or they want to appear as though it's that they're being humble. It's okay to want more. It's okay to want to strive for more, because shit, you got to have something to be able to help other people. And poor people can't help poor people. And so you got to want to have more, to be able to have more of an impact. You know what I'm saying? To be able to have more ability to, influence things. Not saying necessarily you want to be like influencing politicians or nothing like that, but I mean just you have economic power, and that's always good. Since McDaniels loser excuse making. Yeah. Let's see. Gotta get the leg day. We have a story time whenever people call in with whatever crazy story they have. Yeah, that's what I said. If we get to 300, I'm gonna seriously consider firing up a Kush line where folks could call in and see what kind of tomfoolery we get into on the Kush line. Now that one I'm concerned about. Who knows what could happen on the Kush line? But that's fucking funny. What happened to the other one? I'm just curious. I mean, hey, you might as well go all the way out if you're gonna go all the way in. You see the Brits. No, you said a sock on your foot. You thought that's funny. I hate people who believe life when you show them the truth. You thought you told somebody to do a good side. Oh man. Man, yeah, I know about that good sock gone. See, 10 people had to carry her down a flight of stairs. Oh man, look, I'm gonna hang up on Darren. If Darren called in with that craziness, I'm gonna have to say, click. See, if someone is blatantly racist, can they still be intelligent, just shitty on one subject? Yeah. Absolutely. Like I say, that's also something that I don't let deter me from listening to things. Like when people get upset, oh, that person's racist or this or that. Well, there's a reason that a lot of people are paying attention to what they're doing. and I'm just curious about what the conversation is. I think I have tough enough skin to be able to handle some of that shit. I've heard plenty of interesting statements made. So I don't think that would be nothing new. And if it is what it is. And sometimes I think you gotta know how people who oppose you think. You know what I mean? So you can understand how they operate. But as far as if somebody's making intelligent statements, that mean they have valid knowledge on the subject. I'm not going to let their other personal feelings affect how I acquire that knowledge, especially if they're, if they may be a top resource in that area, in that field, or whatever it may be. Good sock gone. That's fucking hilarious. Good sock gone. The Jeremiah story. That's fucked up. I don't know much about Lindsay Lohan, the old fire crotch. I mean, I feel like it says that, well, we always want to think that racist people are automatically imbeciles, but do people really dig into that? I know how some people, I've heard it pronounced imbeciles and imbeciles. I guess it's just a preference. I think I like imbecile. But I think that, let me see if this makes sense, if I can properly explain my view on this one. I always feel like racism comes from an area of ignorance, and like you say, they can be bad in one subject, and that subject could be ignorant in relations with particular races or whatever it may be, and they may choose to block out receiving any of that information to alter their feelings on that subject, and so that's their right. I prefer someone to be blatantly racist, so like I say, you can be sure as to how you deal with them, as opposed to somebody faking it and being malicious behind my back or something like that, not knowing. But I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, I do think it's let me rephrase that. It is a deal, but I don't think it should be something that should stop you unless there's some type of physical situation that you want to avoid or prevent yourself from having to deal with too much, causing you don't want to get in those stupid situations over no dumb shit, and people can easily make that happen. Where's the sock? That'll be the children's version of the fucking book. Where's the sock? This is Jeremiah. Jeremiah went to the dryer, and he couldn't find his sock. Nothing better than spaghetti and some garlic bread. German scientists in the 40s hating on Jews. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I definitely believe in that too. And that's what I mean, because that's what I talk about you. That's what I mean in the same sense of studying your enemy. And if you perceive this person to be your enemy, you perceive this group to be your enemy, you're going to know how to properly, defeat any argument that they present to you or whatever it may be. And like I say, you just have to, you'd have some knowledge. But when I say like ignorant of it, I mean as far as in interactions and having experiences amongst this group. Unless, the first experience or interaction was extremely negative, then I think it sets this bar and this perspective, because extreme events can cause people to believe certain things or certain ways, and so if your first encounter with somebody of a different race is they fucking knock you across the head and take all your shit, well, all the experiences you've ever had with a person of that race have been they knocked me across my fucking head and they took my shit, then you would believe that all people are this, and you would read, and you would find things that would support your claims, your cause, your argument, and like I say, you would definitely know how to present that in a well organized manner. I do believe. Where's what? Well, all right, Jerry Kemah, I appreciate that, man. All right, I'm gonna check that out. I would never trust a racist genius. I'm just saying, I ain't trying to die. Yeah, you would always have that. Well, depending on what race you were part of and what race the genius was. Said Einstein had a 160, 162. Unabomber had a 168. I think that there are some people out there who are much more intelligent than we think. I think a lot of people just don't get presented the right opportunity. And I'm not saying that by somebody else or anything like that. I mean, what I'm saying is that they're not encouraged from the very beginning, as far as, I mean, by, family or whoever it is, to pursue, to actively, seek knowledge. We're taught to be quiet and to shut down a lot of things and not to entertain certain conversations, especially, if you're in the South. In the Bible Belt, they're going to tell you a bunch of shit you're not supposed to talk about. You shouldn't say this. And these are things that will alter your belief. They will block your mind off from certain ways of thinking. And it's very unfortunate. Like I said, I was like that for a while too. And so I said, hey, what's going on over here? Let me go check this shit out, And man, the conversation was good till Screwson showed up. Well, folks, there goes the party. Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. What's up, Screwson? What's going down? But the thing about that is, like I say, is that, you know what I'm saying? Racist, I beat up racist. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Yeah. You know, when manifest they're trying to bring attention to the world, that technology is slowly taking over the world, and all personal freedoms will go away. I definitely agree with that. Muhammad brought a message, peace to the world, manifest we co-opt for any purpose. Can we go upstream too? Yes, it's absolutely. What about the Nazis, though? Hitler was a smart motherfucker, but took the wrong path, not taught well by his peers. Meet a racist for free. Mama never wrote it down. What is racism defined as? Smart people still fall to their own endeavors. Yeah, absolutely. The book over there clearly says the Messiah was slaughtered the entire Edomite nation for now. How they treat the Israelites, that don't sound like love to me. I love all colors except people like Honcho complexion. That's how it is, You know, they can't be us. They mad when they see us, man. You know what I'm talking about? It is what it is, man. Raise the belief that one or more nationalities have better genetics, or that one or more nationalities are better. It's what we use racism today is not true, that definition. Hitler knew the so-called Jews were starting blacks from the transit statement of Jew from child of Judah. See, I guess I gotta go do some more reading and some research and see what's going on there. That's why I don't trust people who look exactly like Scrooston. I'm telling you, just gotta really just be careful with guys like that. Okay. I'm just saying, watch your wallet, you ready to start off. Like them light skinned folks, they be angry for no reason. Why y'all gotta act like that, man? We cool, man. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but love, man. I mean, look at T.I. T.I. be ready to fight, angry or militant, ready to set it off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out. Them light-skinned folks be mad. They be ready to set it all the way off. Hey, we just came to chill and have a good time, man. I still got it. Hold on. Look. You just got to give me about 15 minutes to warm up. Hold on. I still got it. um, no, I'm not familiar with there was a billion mark of people. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like I said, I got nothing on that one for you. Um, you don't trust people who wear suspenders. So you have beef with Steve Urkel. I mean, I'm just saying, if you can't believe in Steve, who can you believe in? Man, I have a question. Let's talk about something futuristic, fantastic for just a bit. Let's think ahead. I want to let's talk about the future. I mean, we look at things now, and some of us, when we were younger, we imagined by now we'd be living like the Jetsons. We'd all have our own, what was it, Rosie? We'd be living in the sky-high penthouses and flying cars and things. Did they ever show what was on the ground? Did they ever show the Earth? I can't remember. It's been so long since I've watched the Jetsons. But did they ever show what was actually going down on the Earth below, or were we just living above all the pollution that had been created? I mean, while Captain Planet was down on Earth fighting all the fucking pollution, the Jetsons was living way up in the air and shit. Running on a treadmill outside in the sky and shit like that. We thought that life would be something like that by now, But I want to know what you guys think life will be like. That was about 20 years ago. And life has changed a lot. That was like the early 90s. Mid to late 90s. Jetsons actually came out way before that, though. But that's my recollection. And that's been about 20 years. Because shit, it's finna be the 2020s before you know it. And so let's just say 2040. Okay, we'll make it 22 years. In 2040, where do y'all see? What do y'all see the planet? I mean, you talk about you have autonomous cars and things coming out. You have everything becoming automated, fucking robot dogs opening doors, fucking Roombas cleaning your fucking floor and eating your cat. Fucking, it's a lot of shit going on, man. You say Africa was conquered and enslaved by the English and French. Do y'all think they were crime and not set London and Paris on fire? Yep. I was trying to think when they decided to abort women. Yeah, because the men are viewed as more valuable. So they always try to have a bunch of boys and shit. That's I mean, it's a crazy world we live in. And the thing is that I guess you have people who want to save the day. I guess there's nothing wrong with that. I can't blame people for wanting to feel like they're doing the right thing. And I think you have a lot of people who go so far gone, and sometimes you could say so far right or so far left on some of these topics because they really, truly, honestly feel like what they're doing is the right thing. And it may be. It depends on what topic we're talking about as opposed to who I feel is doing the right thing, because people are always going to disagree, because there's the reason that why people support so many people in different situations, because they have things that they agree with them on, they understand, especially in positions of politics. And up to the music. And so I think that you have people who truly believe in their causes, but then I think you have people who just go too far in their beliefs, and they refuse to. Some people refuse to educate themselves on, what's really going down. Give me some H-Town shit. What you got good for me? Put that on roll on. Okay. But I'm still wanting to know what y'all think about what's going to happen in 2040. Say 40 years from now, we hit the post-scarcity society. Shit, I'll be old as shit then. I need to get my hands on some stem cells before they run out. Say adjustment to the future. I thought there'd be flying cars by now. I know. I thought I would too, man. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say, Scrooge. Yeah, say how you want to, man. And that's what the Kush Den is about. Everybody's allowed to speak, and folks are allowed to politely discuss, and they may dissent, they may agree, they may present a whole new premise. You know, you never know. But the Den is respectful discussion. Jeremiah, see desert everywhere. Think there'll be a technological counter-revolution. Sex robots too? Oh, that's awful. So that's why they broke up marriage. Now you get 2 households with 2 set of bills and kids shooting up schools. This is Babylon. Where people go back to basic things. 40 years there'll be 20 genders and everybody gonna be light-skinned. Oh shit. You talking about the goobacks. It's gonna be goobacks everywhere. Y'all remember that episode of fucking South Park, the fucking goobacks? That shit was fucking funny. They came back to find jobs because there was no jobs in the future, so they started time traveling back to the past just so they could get some jobs, put money in the bank, and so by the time it got to the future, their fucking families would be rich. I don't agree with that, man. And beating up a child, his child will be spanking a child is in the right of the parents. China can't reproduce themselves. There'll be 500 genders. Light skins will be extinct in 40 years. Between beating your kid and spanking your kid, and if light skin extinct in 40 years, I'll be a fucking unicorn. That's crazy. Not arguing about the right of parents, not to take that away from me. It's a very good, see, that's what I'm saying. For this to be what most people think is just a weed conversation, I'm trying to catch up with all this shit. I'm missing what's going on because I'm so far behind in the conversation. Oh yeah, minutes to the future. Where we at? Oh, we at 2 and some change? Okay. I almost fired another one up on y'all. Yeah, I mean, shit. That's basically what it is here. Who just came to cool screen falling in the STS. Hell yeah, I got a gun to beam and I make you scream. I work too hard when I grind. I'm gonna take my shit. I'm gonna get hit. I promise these fellas gonna mind. Pull my piece to make a hater retreat. And I'm gonna focus on taking them out with red dots and in the wind before they try to move in. I bust it in the parking lot. All right. So, yeah. You know, like raindrops are gonna try to jack me one day, but I'm on them dangerous. See, people are already building tiny houses. So you'll be dead. You feel like you're gonna be dead in 22 years? You don't think that the health care would improve? You change the diet and all that other good shit that you won't be around in 22 years? We have flying cars called a 2-seat planes. The evidence you speak of a small sample size, no clear to find proof spanking child was hard to explain child that were spanked and becoming successful. 40 years from now, we have women like you, thanks to CRISPR. We'll all look like Steph Curry. That's the worst thing you could ever say. I'm gonna be like the dudes off Black Panther, go live in the mountains. And look like James Harden and shit. And say, man, it's scary. All these school shootings scary being a child. That's why I say, man, honestly, that's like one of the main reasons. I've really decided, you know, another reason, most why I say I don't want none, I don't want no little honchos, because if I'm not in a position where I can basically take care of everything, you know what I'm saying, then I wouldn't even want them to fucking, it'd be a hard thing to deal with. Not saying that it's not right, you know, it's a tough world to come up in, but You know, you just gotta deal with it. It is what it is. Time travel would be interesting. A time machine, but dangerous. Man, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't. Sometimes I look at those crazy videos online about motherfuckers jumping through time. YouTube always has some interesting ass shit. Some people just are good storytellers. You know what I'm saying? You have to be careful because everything you see on YouTube is not real. You have to know the difference. But the thing about it is, you just have to. You gotta take some of that shit with a grain of salt. But say no more lotion. Said no more lotion in 40 years. That's fucking hilarious. So from Jack London Books. Okay. He said, man, I got the shit kicked out of me. Irish answer to the mother. When you strike a child and place them in fight or flight mode, the brain does not learn anything. Okay. Yeah, I got my ass whooped for dumb shit. I still got the scar on this hand. Dumb, stupid shit. I think I'll be dead in 5 years. The world's spinning out of control. Well, how do you think that you're going to clock out in 5 years? Let's see. You say, I was also whooped as a child until I was 16 and taught a lot how to conduct myself. And I don't whoop my child. My dad did them. You only know you'll avoid that particular action if your action was out of curiosity. Ass whooping from Papa keep nigga out of jail. You ain't lying. Boy, daddy be like, boy, daddy'll beat the shit out your ass. What? That's the reason so many tend to end up on the street. Because their parents aren't tough on their kids, let them do what they want without any repercussions. The cortisol in the blood cell, cortisol stunts brain growth before the cortex, decision making part of your brain. Scooston protected the macaroni, exactly, man. Look, I feel you. Look, you gotta make sure that the macaroni don't go extinct like the Twinkie was going out. Spare not the rod. Man, hey, see, Cavity, you brought back. I see it now. I see it now. Made me pick the switch and leave some leaves on the end. You know what I mean? Man, that was awful shit. You knew you was finna get. I'm talking about, man. Go pick a switch. I used to try to get away with some of that whole shit. Try to come back with a little switch. Hell no. Nah, boy, go get another one. She stayed in the country too. This is my grandmother stayed in Beaumont. She stayed in the woods and shit. So it was plenty of trees. I just tried to get away with some old mark shit, like I was gonna pull it off a little small ass tree. She wasn't having that shit. Not at all. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? She gave me a length, and she said, make sure it has some leaves left on the end. I guess that was for the added whip effect, because he was whooping that ass. He look out the window, watch. And like I said, I tried to go and they said, nah, over there. Go get it from right over there. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm gonna get my ass kicked and I gotta pick out my fucking weapon of destruction. What kind of shit is this, man? This is some bullshit, man. Yeah. A world without macaroni, that's a sad place. Oh, that's when your evil side be forming. That's when you know that's when you realize you can survive a little bit of turmoil, get your ass whooped, and it was bad at the moment, but you realize I'm gonna be alright, I'm gonna survive that shit. That's where that evil smile come from. That's fucking funny as shit, though. Oh, they put the rice on the floor. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I had to do that one. I might have got out in time. Belt switching a wooden spoon, yeah. That's funny. You gotta catch the belt, whoop him back. Shit. They wish a motherfucker would. Yeah, That's why I say. That's why I say I can't even laugh. That's why I'm laughing that you said that shit. That shit was funny than a motherfucker though. You had a woman try to beat shit. What kind of weird motherfucker she was fucking with? That shit is no bueno. Shit. I took a couple of ass. Well, I mean, once I started getting to my teenage years, some of those, of course, those go away. I got too damn big for this shit. So, that shit is funny. Yeah, once you get your ass whooped enough, you gonna call it a rap ski. You're gonna be saying, I'm done with this shit. Say, hand me a cock ring. That's funny. It might be impossible to offend a man's sensibilities there. I don't know about all that. French tickler. See, I learned so much from whoopings. But yeah, man, I think what matters is maybe the context of how it was done. Because some people will whoop a kid, just immediately start whooping the child. I think that, you have to educate the child on what it's doing, teach it when it's about to do something bad. No, you talk to them the first time, help them understand. But you have a lot of people, as soon as a kid is caught doing something bad, they'll just start going off on them like they've never been told, no, don't do this. The first time that you see them doing stuff, you just get to wailing off on their ass. That's not benefiting them. First time you catch a motherfucker doing something off the wall, you have to sit them down, explain to them, let them know, educate them. That's why I say with everybody, education. I mean, and that's when I say education, they talking about going to take a college course on it. I'm just saying, take the time to help somebody learn just a little bit more about something, and I'm just sitting here saying it's like educate yourself educate the child, on what they did wrong so that they know better. Now, if they go again after you done told them and you really, gave them a real understanding, then, you may need to up the ante. And if you get to a point where they just like, fuck you, okay, now we finna have to scrap. Go ahead, we're gonna sell tickets and all that other good shit. But I don't agree with just beating a motherfucking kid up and then just saying, hey, you shouldn't have done that. That's why you got beat up. But like I said, if it's about some shit about, hey, look, this is what you need to learn. When they have understanding, no, don't do this, you don't do that. And then if they go against the grain, you show that there's punishment, They don't know what's right and wrong if they don't, if it's something they're not familiar with. It's shit. That's how I see it, though, man. So you get a fight, get your ass. If you're grown, you go to jail. Yeah. Try to put up for a pair of pants. So of course, there's some fears forced upon me to think about if we made worse life mistakes to get older. So I was watching my TV out of there. That's how I feel about it, man. Shit. Man, things that I see, I work with about 100 kids. I just get slapped them on the wrist sometimes. Oh man, that's what I'm saying. You can't do nothing. I remember they used to pop us with the paddle at the fucking high school. Like, yeah, the 50 Shades. That's funny as shit. Whoop that kid dead. If it works, sometimes I'm saying whoop the child unconsciously on a regular basis, but the child is to learn and does some things severe when they need pain, they learn their lesson. Get someone respond to whooping something, go another route. So I make my kids do squat jumps instead of beating, like they're getting well disciplined, they understand that punishment, they learn from it all while getting mentally and physically strong. I can see that. I can definitely see that. That's legit. You got to put in some work. I mean, you're gonna have to feel some consequences. Board of Education. This nigga talking about a virgin. He must have just had the Immaculate Conception. Okay. That's interesting, though. That's very interesting though with the squat jumps. That's very ideal. Gonna have to look into that one. Gonna definitely have to. And that's the thing too. And I think sometimes whoopings come down to people just having a lack of creativity, and they respond to what worked for them. But it's possible that there are other methods that also work. Different strokes for different folks. And I think that whoopings may work for some children, and other methods like Screwson said may work on other things. I just think it's like I say, it's different things that work for different people. I don't know how you figure it out, but it's definitely a thing. Oh man, the poop hole loophole. That is a thing. That's fucking funny as shit. The fucking poop hole loophole. Timeout don't work now. Cause it depends though. It depends on, like I say, that's why I say it's a class thing, because I got some cousins. They mama did all right for herself, and they some old timeout kids, and it's devastating to them, or they were as they were raised up. They're a little bit older now. And that shit to me is I don't understand it, but you can definitely tell they're different. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Sometimes I think that the physical contact, depending on how you execute it, can give that body a reminder of, hey, this is real life. There are consequences to things. Spankings down, mass shootings up. I done figured it out. Yeah, a lot of people don't want to study their children, though. A lot of people just think that kids there's like some automatic grow up button that's just gonna work. The poop hole loophole, not bring religion. That shit was fucking funny, man. You swishing all over the court. You pulling them Steph Currys right now. That's funny. That's super funny. How does let me see. Well, that's some hoe ass shit. That's a whole bunch of work they made this dude do. Dude had to make a layup, a free throw, a 3-pointer, and a half court shot in 24 seconds. And that boy came and knocked all of them down like it wasn't nothing. That's fucking crazy. That's craziness. That's too much work for 25,000. Look at me sound like I'm not gonna do. No, I'm not saying it's too much work. But for it to be a contest, you got to make it seem like odds that like that you would get lucky and do. Having to do all that for you like a regular person is not even gonna shake it. It's not even gonna make it. Look, Heidi, she's shooting. She making buckets. We gonna sign her up. How wall sits and squat sits teach a child a lesson, man. It doesn't put pressure on the kids to learn. The same effects as a whooping, but in another way. Yeah, because the end result of a whooping is, a little bit of lingering pain. You feel some physical discomfort, and then you kind of have to deal with the lingering effects of it. And that's supposed to affect your mind, especially being a kid. You're not going to go do wall sits willingly. You would never do that. Kids don't ever think of shit like that. They don't want to do shit like that. And so by having them do a significant amount, then, it can help establish a bit of an understanding, I guess you would say. It would have the same effect, in my opinion. And you're not actually physically accosting the child. I can see that working. You know, making them discipline them by making them do some rigorous activity. So, you say when you whoop kids, they fear you not to listen. Yeah, I think that too. Because depending on what you're whooping for, I know a lot of people don't even know why they just whoop the kids. Like I say, you're talking about a generation where most people pop a phone in front of their kids and don't sell them nothing, then slap them when they do some shit like they don't understand. And shit, you got to make that shit shake. It's your job to teach them, not the phone, not the devices, not all that shit. You have to teach them how to act, how to behave in so many situations. There is no automatic button, and if you don't do it on your own, they're going to observe somebody else doing it, and that's how they're going to learn it. They're going to learn it from some kid at school. They're going to fucking see it on TV. You have to put in a significant amount of time with your child. Otherwise, the places that you forget to fill in the gaps, trust me, society will find a way of fixing that. You'll sit there and wonder, like, why does my kid think like this? How did this happen? And you'll have nobody to blame but yourself. Because you gotta do that. So spanking them, I think spanking works into an existence. I mean, if the wall sits and all these things, or you've tried alternative methods of punishment, and they don't work, then at this point you gotta elbow drop them little motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I mean, it is what it is. That motherfucker's just a bad damn kid at that point. So, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, getting them into sports and other activities is also good. It's also a sweet deal. But yeah, say belt or squats. Okay, shit, yeah, there we go. Where we at? Drops that again about 220 and some change mark. Appreciate that. Let's say about 217. We talked about it for a couple of minutes. At least get them ahead of the conversation. All right, cool. But yeah, I mean, if it came down to it, you could apply a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you switch it up on their motherfucking ass. Sometimes you just whoop the shit out their ass, and sometimes you make them, you put them on the fucking wall, make them work out, do a bunch of shit. They don't know what's coming. See, that way they can't ever understand. Like, I ain't worried about this nigga. Ain't gonna even make me do nothing but work out. I've been working out. I'm swollen now. I got a 6-pack and shit. You know what I'm saying? Chest swollen and shit. I done got in so much trouble. I done got swollen the motherfucker. This shit don't even faze me no more. You just haul off and whoop their motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? So they wasn't even ready for that shit. You don't even know they don't even know how you coming. If nothing else happens, you done built yourself a motherfucking fighting machine. Motherfucker gonna be swollen and be ready for whatever come at his motherfucking ass. So, yeah, that's that. That's just fucking, that was just that. Say take a kid's phone away. Is that harsh punishment? I don't know. R. Kelly piss on bitches. Yes, the Soft Society is the thing. Yes. We're doing it every Sunday. It says stealth whooping. Yeah, just pop up on their motherfucking ass. Gotcha, bitch. Whoop that ass. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, man. It gets to a point where you can depending on, you know what I'm saying, depending, I don't know, some people got some big mamas. My mom she wasn't just that big, so maybe she didn't have the the sheer power to because like I said, probably I ain't gonna say when she's gonna be thinking they were still effective, but yeah, after a while, you got to the point where it became more of an annoyance than a real punishment. You know what I mean? So it depends on who's doing it. But I know if you got a big old mama, she gonna bring that hoe down. She gonna bring the hammer down with that bitch. Ah, you hook it. Whoop that motherfucking ass. That's all I'm saying. That's funny. If I have a choice of slap bar or carry a piss bar, I'd take the slap. Oh man, look, that's what the family about. But see, now you can't even do that no more. You show up to the school, motherfucking me, they gonna call the laws on you. He's a child abuser. He's been beating this child since it could talk. Oh my God. You can't do shit nowadays, man. That's what I say. That's my thing about how I think it's certain levels of business, that people need to stay out of. How you choose to raise your kids, it should be your own business. Now I know that there is a limit, and that's where it gets to a gray area, because some people see spankings as motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, really squaring up with their kids and beating the fuck up out of them. But then some people do that. I've seen motherfuckers really knock their fucking kids around. Like, you would think they was damn near squaring up with them motherfuckers on some real shit, like striking their children. The kids just think that's what it is, and that's very unfortunate. But then you have, some kids who was just bad than a motherfucker. They just bad, man. Just go to shower time. That's funny. But I'm drinking plenty of agua. You gotta be ready, man. But my friends, we didn't slid in the den for quite some time, and I have definitely enjoyed the kick of how far can you pee. That's fucking funny. We're gonna call it a wrap, man. I enjoy y'all fucking with the Kush Den this evening. Shit, as long as we went in, I definitely should have fired another one up. I didn't think I was gonna keep it going this long. I should have rolled two of them up. You were talking about spanking and kids. All right, that's a bet. We will talk. That sounds like a hot topic. Corporal punishment, aka spanking, and the chillins. But I gotta maintain. But that's funny. But so definitely, I will. James Hard with the piss. On that note, this man just said James Hard with the piss. Fucking Kush Den. My friends in the Kush Den, I appreciate y'all for fucking with it, man. We gonna call it a wrap. The boy said, I'm fucking James Harden with the piss. I've heard everything that I need to hear for the rest of this day. I'm going to remain in silence. I'm gonna go get on some GTA or something and just cut the TV on silent. I don't even want to hear nothing. I just want to live an existence of silence for the rest of the day. This man said, I'm James Harden with the piss. I'm done, dog. I'm officially finished for the evening. Let's see, we can actually carry it over into the next day. I might have to take a vow of silence for the rest of the day. With that being said, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. I appreciate y'all fucking with me in the den for this significant amount of time. And with that being said, that's awful. That's some awful shit. Y'all ain't got to go home, man. But y'all got to get the fuck up out of here. Y'all be cool. Stay saucy. I'm out.